Please keep your arms and legs inside the brick zone at all times. Thank you. My name is Will, and this is LEGO Jurassic World set number 75916, Dilophosaurus Ambush. The set was released in 2015 and includes 248 pieces. The dinosaur in this set is of course the Dilophosaurus, and it basically uses most of the same pieces as the raptors for these Jurassic World sets. The only difference is that it's in a different color, and I think the bigger one is that different headpiece that's specific for the Dilophosaurus. So it has the two crest bone pieces on top of the head, along with those kind of like fan-like frills at the side. But other than that, it pretty much looks like the other raptors. It comes in that wacky lime green color, which really pops out against this red background there. Looks really good, I think. And you can see the different shade of green there, like a darker shade of green, adding some texture with all those different patterns. It's a closer look at that. It goes all the way from its back to the tail there. And you can see on the back while we're there, the 2x2 studded area where you can seat a minifig, or you can modify the Dilophosaurus and just like add stuff to him or her. Pretty cool dinosaur. And as you saw, you can lean him up or down on his legs or her legs, who knows. You can adjust the arms. And the tail, not so much, just like the raptors, it's kind of attached to the body piece. Here you can move the legs independent of one another, and you can put them on a studded surface, which is nice. And last, you can snap the jaw open and close, and you can also rotate the head. So, pretty cool dinosaur, I think. As for its relevance to the movie, I don't think it's that relevant. Just because, I guess without giving any spoilers away, it's not really in the movie, honestly. I mean, there's a short cameo or Easter egg, but that's about it. So that does it for the Dilophosaurus. In my personal biased opinion, I think the coolest thing in this set is by far the gyrosphere. Just because in all the trailers that came out for the movie and in the movie itself, I think the gyrosphere is pretty cool looking. This is a really cool concept, I think. And it looks just as cool in Lego form. It's basically a big hamster ball. So unlike the film, I can only seat one minifig. Right now, Gray is in there. And, that's, I guess, nitpicky people that would bother them, but I don't know. I don't really care. I think it looks fine. And, of course, you can roll it around like this. And it weebles and wobbles a bit. And that's, maybe it's because I'm rolling it on a stud surface, but it is lots of fun, I think. So, it just spins around. Yeah, he's probably nauseous after that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You have these two disc pieces at the side here, which you remove on 2x2 studs. Move that there. And then you separate them like this. And that's the flaw, I guess. It just, sometimes those Technic pins get caught, or they don't necessarily come out like they should, but that's basically how they connect. Through those two Technic pins, or I guess 4, and the whole seat is attached and it just kind of swings there. It's kind of like the zipper, if anyone has rode that. That carnival or fair ride. We were kind of in a cage and you just flip around. Or spin around. So, think it's pretty cool. You have a panel piece there, or I shouldn't have closed this yet. You have a panel piece there. See, it happens again. And that is a sticker. A lot of stickers in this set, but other than that, not much going on. Just the seat, mostly brick built. But yeah, I really like the gyrosphere, the hamster ball. And I know I said cool like 3 or 4 times, but you have to admit, I think it's pretty neat. And it'd be cool if they were actually able to make this in real life. Or I guess they had to make the prop for the film, but if this was actually a thing, that would be even cooler. So that is the gyrosphere. Should probably keep your arms and legs in the vehicle at all times. Here's a closer look at Gray out of the gyrosphere, along with the included ACU officer. So I guess we'll start with the ACU officer over there. Unlike the other ACU officers that I have gotten in the other sets I've reviewed already, this one does not have one of those vest pieces, the armor that you see they reused from the Lego movie. Instead, it's just him and his torso, and personally I prefer this just because I really like that torso printing. It just looks really cool. You have like, I don't know, I guess his straps going all across his uniform there. I don't know, it just, with all his pockets and everything, looks cool. And it's just a shame that the vest covers most of that up, usually. But fortunately in this case it doesn't. Anyway, he has a darker skin color there. He has black gloves and cap, and he comes with this, I guess, zapper. And you know, maybe they use that to electrify the dinosaurs or zap them a bit. I don't know. It's alright. I think the piece is cool, like that black lightsaber piece though. And it just uses a trans blue rounded cone 1x1 piece there at the end. And that pretty much does it for the ACU officer. And he looks pretty serious. As for Gray, pretty cool figure. Really like that torso printing, just because I feel like you can use that for just normal Lego citizens or something. Just normal Lego people hanging out. Not really specific to Jurassic World at all. Like, you can use it for a lot of other things, I guess. His head, printing, pretty boring there. Not much going on, just a smiley, smiley expression. I mean, I guess they're both kind of plain looking. And his legs are the tall legs, which I'm kind of surprised at, since I guess he's the younger brother. I was kind of expecting them to use the short legs, but again, I think I prefer these two, just because I'm not really a fan of those short legs. And he has the Frodo hair in, I guess, this caramel color. So, just gonna rotate them here. Here's a look at them from the back. Both have back printing. The ACU officer doesn't have back printing on his head, but Gray does, and he has that scared look for when the Dilophosaurus or the Indominus attacks. And if we take a look at the front, that's what that looks like when he is scared and frightened. So that does it for the minifigs. The main build of the set is this Jurassic World Jeep. And like the Dilophosaurus Rex, I don't think this was in the movie. I've only seen the film once, so maybe it was in the background, or maybe Claire and Owen drove this at some point, but I don't remember if it was there. So if anyone remembers or remembers seeing this in the film or in the movie at all, comment, because I don't remember. Regardless, I think it's a pretty cool looking vehicle on its own. You know, you still see the Jurassic World logo there on the side door and on the hood. It's where it's most prominent, I think. A lot these stickers these Jurassic World sets have a lot of stickers, so it's kind of annoying. But I guess if you took those pieces off, you could just use this as a normal Jeep, I think, which would be fine. And as a normal Jeep, I think this looks pretty good in that blue and white color scheme that all of these Jurassic World vehicles come in. It's just another look at it. Going around. So where to start? Here in the front you have the headlights there, and the grill and the hood of the car, the big Jurassic World sticker with some scratch marks there. Not sure if you guys can see that. There they are. And you also have that tow hook and the wire, the cable, the little string that comes in a lot of Lego sets, but I guess I'll save that for later since it'll probably take a while to wind and unwind it. Obviously you can roll this around, drive it around, but to do that first you need a driver, so you can flip all this back and you can seat your ACU officer, or gray if you want, there in that brown seat with the steering wheel. So, room for one figure there. As you can see in the back, you have these jumper pieces, jumper 2x2s with the stud in the middle. You can seat some people there. I don't think anyone actually fits on that stud, but you know, Gray can just sit there. It's loose, so there's room for him. And if you don't want to put Gray in there, you can also put these crates there. And these crates don't really have much in them. Just a wrench. It's kind of stuck in there. Wrench, binoculars, in this crate. And in the other crate you just have a drumstick, turkey leg, chicken leg, whatever you want. So those fit fine on the jumper pieces there. But there's a play feature if you place them here instead, which I don't think really works all that well. And I'm not sure what it's supposed to be doing, I guess, but let's just flip this back up. So we see here with the spare tire in the back, like a lot of Jeeps have. If you turn this, it kind of loosens the crates. I'm not sure if that's supposed to launch them or something, but it doesn't really do much for me. You can see there in the back there's a Jurassic World license plate. I like that. But it's a sticker though, so that I don't like that. More stickers on the doors, which don't actually open. It's kind of disappointing. I think the best part of this build, and I'm sure other people have pointed this out, but it's the use of the crowbar colored in blue for this part by the windshield. I think that's just really creative on the designers of the sets, or on their part. That just looks really cool, and just it's such an unexpected use for a piece, and just shows how unpredictable Lego can be with their pieces. So always coming up with new ways to use the same pieces from before. But yeah, that's pretty much does it for most of the Jeep. I feel like I haven't really shown anything, but there on the top you can see the flick fire missiles, so you just flick them. They work fine. I think they look kind of dumb though there on the top, but that's pretty easily removable if you choose, because you can just separate this, take that part out, or they launch, and there you go. Just looks, I think, a lot better without that those flick fire missiles in place there. I personally think it's just really distracting and just ruins the look of this. It looks so much better this way. But this back piece that I keep folding out, this is made up of a bunch of Technic pieces and some bar pieces, and they're on those new ball joints, so it's pretty flexible. But it's it's not a big deal when trying to align it right where they should be. And The last thing is, like I mentioned in the beginning, tow hook in the front. I'm not going to unwind this all the way, but you can pull it out and you can wind it back up, pretty much. It's pretty straightforward. And I guess I'll show you guys. That's what the bottom looks like. And gray just fell out. Yeah, that pretty much does it for the Jeep. So, what do I think of this set? I think value-wise, you get a lot here. You know, you get the Jeep, you get the Dilophosaurus, and you get 2 minifigs along with the hamster ball. So, value-wise, like I said, I think it's pretty good. Very good. For Lego, anyway. I think in terms of the movie, like the film Jurassic World, you know, this one isn't that great, just because I feel like the only relevant thing here is gray and the gyrosphere. Like I said, the Jeep, I don't remember seeing it. I'm sure it was there somewhere. If it wasn't, maybe it was in the video game or something. Who knows? But I guess that kind of bothers me, and I don't know. Maybe it bothers kids too. I wouldn't know. It's kind of like in it's kind of like in the Lego movie sets, how like all those 3-in-1 builds where they, you know, the citizens build their own vehicles at the end out of like regular everyday vehicles. You know, you see them for like 2 seconds in the film. I mean, they're pretty cool sets on their own, because they like these, they released them before the movie, so you don't know how relevant it is. But in the end, I thought it was just you know, barely had any screen time. So I feel like this is the same scenario, but in both cases, I think the sets themselves are pretty cool. Like, I like what you get here, regardless of if it's in the movie or not. And I don't think that should even matter. You know, it's a fun Jeep, and even if it's not in there, it's pretty believable, and it looks like something that would be in the park anyway, you know? So, yeah, pretty good set, I think. I'm not a huge fan of the Dilophosaurus itself, but, you know, I think I like the vehicles a bit more than, I guess, the dinosaur, which is surprising in most, because, you know, most of these sets you get them for the dinosaurs, but here, I don't know, I think I like the vehicles more. I think I got it more for the gyrosphere, personally. But that's just me. So, what do you guys think of this set? Do you like the Dilophosaurus? Did you like the film? Do you mind that it wasn't in the movie? As far as I know, maybe it is. Who knows? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that's basically it. Like or dislike the video, depending on if you liked it or disliked it, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.